to your ear at the same time. Mute yourself and turn off your video for smooth broadcast and less data demand. But this excludes our discussants and contributors. For questions and comments as we go on this webinar, kindly drop your text in the chat box and we may come around to it to answer them later on as we progress, as much as we have time to do that. In a moment, I'll be introducing our discussants on this webinar, but allow me to share with us some background information in order to intimate our social sector workers in this meeting and those who register to watch this recording even later on about the common challenges faced by the women miners in African communities. The main anchor document that we use for our operations at IWOMA is the African Development Bank Group Gender Strategy and Action Plan. That is the document that has to be renewed in 2025. And the theory of change illustrations that is therein and the 3 pillars identified to guide gender mainstreaming applicable to the mining sector is as displayed on the screen. The first is empowering women through access to finance and markets. In this case, empowering women miners through access to finance and markets, and accelerating employability of the women in the mining sector and job creation for the women in the mining sector through skills enhancement. The number 3 pillar here is increasing women's access to social services through infrastructure, such as medical care in communities where these women miners operate in their hundreds, seeking daily livelihood survival tokens for themselves and to keep their families in good condition in terms of feeding their families, providing school fees, and all that. This exposes them to harmful chemicals associated with the manner with which they carry out their daily endeavors at the mines, and therefore the social services infrastructure needed, such as medical care in these communities, is a necessity. Investing in women miners' economic empowerment sets a direct path towards gender equality, poverty eradication, and inclusive economic growth. So women miners make enormous contribution to economies, whether in businesses or even in that rural community or in advanced or senior junior mining companies, or in all its forms, even as entrepreneurs or as employees in any metals, minerals, and mining company, or as even leaders as well. Investing in women is a direct path towards gender equality. In an ongoing study by IWOMA, on artisanal illegal, so to speak, because in Nigeria, most of these women are tagged illegal, though that is something to frown against, but well, that is what it is based on the law. So in this ongoing IWOMA study in 3 states and in 15 communities in Nigeria, the results we are seeing so far, soon to be released, shows that rural women miners, entrepreneurs represent close to 70%, with only half of this percentage formally registered as artisanal miners, or as they're generally called, ASM, with the government in Nigeria. So the majority of these women lack access to adequate financing. They work crudely with their bare hands and with crude implements. They lack skills and have a poor mindset to participate in value addition at larger scale. This hampers their ability to fully participate in the development and growth of our economies. Before I proceed, I would like to quickly now introduce our guest speakers for today. And maybe if I have the chance, I will share with us again some more insights about why we are here today, most especially regarding grants, why we want social sector workers to be part of the grants. Admin, please go to the slide with the speakers. To be part of the grants and why we want you to participate in line with the SDGs goals and the SDG targets and even the performance indicators. All right. You can just